Hey guys, I'm KAYDEN. I'm super excited to show you guys how I made Blame. I'm not going to go too in depth, but I'm going to show you guys the main parts and my favorite parts of how I made Blame. So let's go.
So baby, why you changing? Yeah, pretty with your patience. Yeah, love you when I hate it. Damn, I'm so frustrated. Don't know who to blame. Yeah. So baby, why'd you fake it? Yeah, baby, why'd you waste it? Yeah, love you when I hate it. Damn, I'm so frustrated. Don't know who to blame. Yeah.
So the basis for the song, the whole structure of it is built around one loop that I found on Splice. I honestly don't even know the name. It's Guitar Electric Loop. Guitar Electric Loop. That's what I used. I was sitting on this loop for a while, but I didn't know how to incorporate it into a song because the timing's a little bit weird, and so it sounds like this. And so I had it for a while, maybe like a month. I finally just decided that I was gonna make a song with it. So I dragged it in. I put the tempo at 147. I don't know why, it just sounded cool at this tempo. So this song was actually not supposed to be this song. The lyrics came from another song that I was working on. So the chorus where I sang, "Baby, why you changing? Yeah." That was actually to this instrumental that you guys heard on Instagram. The music was actually supposed to be like that. So I had this part right here, right? I had most of this finished before I knew that I was gonna sing that. I normally make the music before I make the lyrics, so I made almost this whole song besides the bridge, and then I decided that those lyrics and that melody fit perfectly with the song. I had no idea.
So baby, why you changing? Yeah, baby, where's your patience? Yeah.
I'm gonna dive in a little deeper onto the instruments, what I used, samples, and some effects that I love. So the first sound in the song that you hear is just a vinyl loop. I just chopped it up a lot because I didn't like what it did throughout the whole loop. I just only liked the beginning, so it's just this. The guitar sample. I use a lot of samples. I try to manipulate them. Sometimes things just work out, and if it works out, then it works out. One of my favorite samples that I actually found, I've had it since I started using Splice, but I finally found a song that it works in, and it just worked really well, and that's probably the signature sound that you guys know the song from. What made that sound really cool is I use this plugin called Saturn. It's by FabFilter. It's amazing. It can manipulate any sound and make it sound super original. Next is the piano. My favorite piano to go to is the Keyscape cinematic piano. Like, I've used the Grand Rhapsody piano, I've used all of the Native Instrument pianos, and none of them sound even close to how good this one sounds. So for my strings, I normally use Omnisphere. They have super realistic acoustic strings. I feel like a conductor when I'm playing string instruments. Next is a drum loop I found on Splice too. I like finding super unique drums. This one I just muffled with an EQ. Sounds like this. And then I have a filter opening. Boom! So together it kind of sounds like this. You gotta take a break when you're making music because it gets stressful. The perfect way to do that is to cook.
We came so far, I don't know how long we can hold.
And that's how you do it. And we're back. So one of my favorite sounds in this song sounds like a guitar because it technically is a guitar, but I played it on the piano. It's an omnisphere instrument. It's called like electric guitar lead. It sounds like this. Watch the TV screen, and if tears fell down, they drop before you see. So how I learned guitar is on like 80s rock, so like Van Halen, and then I started learning like post-hardcore screamo music. That's where a lot of my guitar influence comes from. So I felt like it definitely needed to have some electric guitar incorporated into it. So I changed this into these little guitar sounds or like atmospheric type of sounds in the bridge right here. And then I put Effect Rack by Sound Toys, Devil Lock by Sound Toys, and the generic Logic EQ. Along with that vinyl, it's really sweet. One of my favorite loops of all time that I've never got to use in a song until now is this loop right here. I layered that with some guitar. One of the most epic cinematic drums right here. At the end of the bridge, right before the last really big chorus, there's this really cool drop. So if you just click on the end of a sample and then go to slow down, it's in region, you can create effects like this. But I also had this guitar that's like, and I also had that slow down. It sounds like this together. So, time to get geeky. Plugins I love in my voice, definitely. Auto-Tune, NS1, H-Reverb, Teletronics, Pultec, Sugar, Valhalla, De-esser, Melodyne, Vitalizer, Little Alter Boy. I miss the way we talk, the way we kiss in the dark. I don't have nobody else, you were the one that I called. Now I drive all alone, past your house but no one's home. And that's how I made Blame.
So baby, why you changing? Yeah, baby, where's your patience?